Naraka Bladepoint invited me over to Chengdu, China to see the Jcup World Championship. I arrived mega jet-lagged after a long flight. I'm here with Tony from the Naraka team. Hello, Tony. Hello. Vietnamese content creator Tian arrived shortly after, and we picked her up too. Tian is a streamer and a cosplayer. She is cute and funny.
The flight had 2 jump scares I want to tell you about. The lady was like, "There's an issue with your ticket." I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me call someone." And she called someone, and then she was like, "Oh, it's all good actually." And I'm like, was this really necessary? And like in Guangzhou, there was like a police officer, and he was like, "Excuse me, come with me please. There is an issue with your like check-in baggage. We have to go through it." And then they make like a call, and then they're like, "Ah, sorry, we got the wrong guy." Like, just go on. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Sucks for the other guy, I guess.
The hotel was very nice and only 2 blocks away from the Jcup venue, where the Naraka Bladepoint World Championship finals would be taking place. My 17th floor room had a very spacious bedroom and a luxurious bathroom. It had all you can imagine, including non-standard supplies like shaving kit, free water and coffee. Even a magic curtain you can configure to open as you enter the room or to open as you press a button. And then the culture shock hit me at full mega force. The Naraka team took us to a Chengdu-style Sichuan Hotpot restaurant. I had a very spicy hotpot before in Europe, so I thought I could handle it. It burned for 2 days, but it was delicious. And 9-1 said it looked pretty authentic. But the one we had in Chengdu was absolutely terrifying. I didn't mind the spiciness at all. It could have been twice as spicy and I would still enjoy it. What got me was that it didn't have any regular meat in it. All of it was entrails, things like duck intestines, cow stomach, pig lung and stuff like that.
This is duck blood, right? Yeah.
Before I left, 9-1 recommended that I try out duck blood, and I told myself I would, so I gave it a shot.
Duck blood.
It's got a very soft texture and barely any flavor. It's almost like you're eating a blob of nothing, but it's dripping with chili oil. The hot pot dinner, after 40 hours of almost no sleep, felt like a wild fever dream. I could barely keep my eyes open. But Naraka surprised Tian and me with a shared birthday cake. That revitalized me. So nice of them. Chengdu is a city with 20 million inhabitants, located in the Sichuan province. Naraka Bladepoint is all over Chengdu, like in the shopping mall advert. Or in this busy street, they have set up a tent for the Naraka mobile offline trial. Chengdu is a popular destination for Chinese domestic tourists. People come to enjoy the spicy food, see pandas, and do some shopping in the city. On day 2, still jet-lagged, I woke up with an intense headache. But I wanted to give it some time before medicating it away. Turns out, Naraka took us to a Chinese foot massage. The name is a bit misleading though, as they massage most of the body. The procedure took just short of 2 hours, and it was super good. There was a bit of pinching and stinging at times, but the Chinese described it as a healing pain. My body felt so warm and relaxed afterwards. I didn't expect such a drastic change in well-being. My host actually fell asleep fully, but they kept massaging him anyway. It's common to watch a movie and drink tea during the massage. The Chinese are very hardworking people, so many of them will do this once a month to recover. For the workers performing the massage, this specific procedure only takes 8 days to learn. The place also offers other massaging procedures. A worker learning them all will take around a month, and there is a test at the end that certifies them. The massage was great. Afterwards, my headache was completely gone.
This is the entertainment you can expect from a Chinese tea house.
Some of the Chinese watch my videos as well. I met a fan and we exchanged small presents.
So I have watched your many videos for many times, and I'm looking forward for more content for the Jcup.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
And here I know Kurumi is your main, so I prepared this gift for you.
Oh, that is so cute. Thank you so much. I love it.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it.
I'm glad you like it.
它真的好好看。
Like an actual pocket Kurumi.
Lego. I got it easy right now. I got it easy right now. No.
The food on the trip had a few more challenges. Fly had the spontaneous idea of having people blind pick food several times. So we ordered chicken, unknown spicy, fish, beef, and frog. The problem was that one of the spicy chicken dishes was prepared in the same way as the spicy frog, so you couldn't tell them apart. Fly, being the troll that he is, started pretending that there's no frog on the table, so we referred to it as F chicken for the rest of the night.
About to eat me, but I'm still here.
As a precaution, I had asked Iris and the others to select a safe dish for me. After some initial disagreements on whether beef tongue is normal beef, I got a dish with regular chicken meat. But it was shared dishes, so it went in the middle, and there was a solid chance it would just blend in with the rest. I could still 50-50 the spicy F chicken. Considering I'm already a princess when it comes to European food, I'd say the previous Hotpot, and even considering this option, were serious character development moments. I later learned that Raven ate unseasoned pig brain for content. She had joked about eating pig brain together before, and I told her I'd rather be dead. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. Fortunately, I remembered what my dish looked like, so I had a safe zone. Setokami was a lot more brave than me regarding food. This is him eating duck foot, or him eating duck intestine because it looked like chicken, still chewing it 5 minutes later. I know for a fact that some of the Chinese don't always know what they're eating. They are just a lot more chill about it. In the end, it's all protein, fat and carbs. It's a challenge though for someone with European conditioning. Watching what dishes the Vietnamese girls were avoiding gave me a good idea of what to avoid as well. There's hero score, right? So we have to play multiple characters. But some teams have like a dedicated frontline player or a dedicated support player.
我觉得专精一个位置的选手会比较好一点。
So he would recommend that people play a certain position all the time.
I met the Esports Team XCG and interviewed their coach. He had some really interesting things to say. I will make a video about what I learned and upload it here on YouTube.
Well, the staff is making the panda bread and formula milk.
Don't get hit by the car, Wake.
It's not a police car this time.
It's not meant for you.
It's not a police car this time. There's another hill.
Yeah, doesn't stop here. Why would it stop here? You see the tower on top? That tiny tower? That's the top.
Some shell inside. During these 2 layers, there's some liquid which is quite stinky, so better not to step on it.
I want to.
Why are you into stinky liquids?
Because I want to test.
That's why you eat all the...
No!
Like, what is wrong with you, man?
I like
Because we walk up to the top, and we are almost there.
Yeah.
Black and
All of that.
F chicken.
Very
Thoughts?
deadly fight.
So cute.
Only in the mating
Amazing, right?
season, male and females, they might like stay together.
You haven't even made it to the sleeping ones on the right.
I can't picture pandas fighting.
There's one more behind the fence.
That's very long bamboo straw. You hold it and then bend down on the ground.
That's too much work.
Yes.
So what does it do? Like it softens it up for them to eat it?
There's one up in a tree, the baby, right there.
How does it even stay there?
I want to see it climb up there. This is a professional climber, bro.
Man, it looks heavy.
And it's
Okay, actually, 2 up in a tree.
Yeah. Like,
look at that.
and do those pandas
Yeah.
actually have any natural predators?
Jackal, leopard,
Yeah. Aren't they too small to kill them?
like for jackal, they will they won't directly kill them. They get their intestines.
Oh, that's nasty.
Just sleeping. That's a comfortable pose for her. So yeah, these are not that cute.
Naraka Mobile is coming soon. We had the chance to try it out. It's still top secret, so I cannot show you any gameplay yet. But I was really surprised it feels like actual Naraka, with a few simplifications to make it mobile friendly. It's not just another game borrowing a successful brand. I also talked to the executive producer of Naraka. I told him we want Immortal War, and many of us aren't happy about purple and gold Moonbane disrupting trios. Many EU players asked me to communicate this. It's done. In terms of infrastructure, China is way ahead of Europe. All the cars were EVs, and it's perfectly common to hail a Chinese Uber that arrives within 1 or 2 minutes. It drives 1 or 2 kilometers. In Chengdu you pay less than €2, and that's how you get around.
Whoa! You gotta get out of the way, bro. Ain't no horn.
The vehicles are so silent you can't hear them, and the way traffic works is next level. Don't change your walking speed or direction, and motorcycles will zigzag around you. Hesitate for a moment and you'll confuse the drivers, but go straight and you're perfectly fine. Entering the Jcup venue was such a great experience. It looks even better in real life than on screen. The winners' jackets were on display. We had the best seats. The only thing between us and the stage was the camera that would sometimes drive by. As far as I know, the place was fully booked out and it could fit a lot of people. We were really excited when the games were about to start. Us content creators were homies at this point, and we were really looking forward to seeing the games. Awake was rooting for Mike, Chef for Spider, and I was cheering for XCG. In solos, one of the highlights for me was this fight between Wang Liang and Spider. Once I have a new mouse, the first thing I'll do is practice this Stuff 2-1-1 combo. Watching two siblings who know what they're doing is always a lot of fun. The champion just has so much survivability and comeback potential. This is an interesting grapple extension I personally haven't seen before. Of course it has some stuff into Greatsword staple swap in it, and ults and Fs are being traded. Clean dodge parry, then the gold stuff is going to change hands. Spider's ult is still on, so he is tanking through it all. Wang Liang chases a dodge and gets priority again. Then there is a mid-fight armor swap, but the gold stuff tears through it quickly. Spider, not losing his cool, hits a really good F parry and the tables turn again. Wang Liang hits a fan focus attack and Spider starts kiting. Wang Liang has ult again, which is really bad news for Spider. Spider holds a blue almost to the end and holds blue again. He manages to bait out a parry into uppercut combo. Spider tries to dodge parry a fan focus attack from behind, but overshoots the hitbox a little. It's still not over though, he has F and connects to 1-2. Wang Liang uses F and goes full kiting mode, but it's a bait and he releases as Spider is animation locked. In one of Mike's Zipping games, it seems like he systematically tried to bully every Theria out of the lobby to increase his chances of winning the final circle. This time our boy Wang Liang is on the receiving end. Mike just doesn't let go and keeps chasing. Feria is hard to take down if she's an ult during heal off, but there is a window to pressure her into ulting before the circle closes. Once the ult is out, the entire lobby will be shooting and chasing Feria. Mike even found Venom Tip, which poisons, reduces healing and just adds to the pressure. Without his ult, Wang Liang is hunted down. In this spectacular fight between XJin and Unique, XJin hits a target lock bowshot pre-fight. His tech chase game is just on point, punishing a roll that was possibly accidental. He hits a carousel, which is not easy on low ping, and forces Zeeping ult. He baits out a parry on pressured Unique and greets for carousel again, but it fails. They both exchange a fiend, but then XJin half charges through Unique's slide attack. He hits a juicy uppercut combo with V3 extension after the air attack and follows it up with the second half of carousel. I also love this fight between Chujing and Akuma. Chujing is 1 HP throughout the entire thing, but he keeps finding armor swaps and using F. His dodge work is on point, perfectly evading the entire Hadi ult. He even gets some hits in, and at one point it looks like Akuma is losing. If only Shujin sent the Nunchuck Stone form, it could have been wraps. But Akuma tech chases a roll and the Zeeping F, and it's over. At one point, Chuzheng catches Wang Liang in a fan infinite, set up by an uppercut after a parry. I really didn't expect to see that during Jcup. But Wang Liang gets his F up in time and the fight goes on. They legit fight for over 5 minutes. This is the audience reaction when they see Mike place top 1, die in the kill feed. T225 plays top 2, only needs a few points to take the win from Mike. But Spider and Unique are hunting him. With that, Mike won the Jcup solos. T225 plays top 2, XCG Wang Liang top 5. Frotz, representing NA, popped off in game 6, placing top 7 overall. Watching the trios was a blast as well, but I want to save most of it for a more technical content piece. We couldn't have asked for a better trios final, with the top 2 teams hot dropping together in the last game. When they had no more ghost, they ran into other teams and were hunted. The audience was great and really into it.
They had to get 1 kill to win.
Team TE won the Jcup trios with only half a point more than HLG. XCG was top 5 in the last game, but they were caught in some death hole in the end game and 2 other teams got ahead of them, so they only placed 7th. I will rewatch it and try to understand what happened. So far it's just a hunch, but I think spawn selection played a major role this time. Going to Jcup was a great experience and very inspirational. The country, the city, meeting the Naraka team, professional players, other content creators, Pandas, watching the games, all of it. I loved everything except some of the food on the first days, but even the food got better quickly. I think the Naraka team wanted to give us the full throttle hardcore Sichuan experience first, see where our limit is, and tone it down from there. Probably for the content. You can actually get spicy and non-spicy regular meat in most restaurants in Chengdu, just not in all of them, and you have to know what to order. My favorite food on this trip was mapu tofu. I enjoyed it so much that I really want to make this at home. But I also really like this one-piece steak and these chewy mushrooms. And this fish with a lot of garlic was absolutely incredible. But enough about food. My conclusion for this trip: it was a mind-blowing adventure of epic proportions, with a busy schedule and lots of fun. I'm very grateful for this experience and I would love to come again. We went to an internet cafe, but I barely had any time to play Naraka on Chinese servers. That is still on the bucket list. And there's still much to see and content to create. The Naraka team treated us very well. They are very caring, professional and hardworking. And my impression is that they do respond to international player feedback. So anyone out there who claims that they only care about China, I believe you're wrong. Now excuse me please, while I grind the hell out of Naraka, I really want to play a lot and practice for the next competitive season.